llamo Timoteo, yo tengo 16 años.
Me llamo Chris, tengo 17 años.
Me llamo Austin, yo tengo 16 años.
Me llamo Alex, tengo 17 años.
Me llamo Andrew, yo tengo 16 años.
Me llamo Miguel, yo tengo 16 años.
Me llamo Josh, tengo 16 años.
Me llamo Gustavo, yo tengo 17 años.
Me llamo Nick, tengo 15 años.
Me llamo Connor, yo tengo 17 años.
Me llamo Peter, yo tengo 16 años. Yo quiero estudiar Derecho.
Well, the street that we stayed on, the houses were all cinder block, and they were made by the the group from Chicago. And it seemed kind of nicer, but there was still the dirt road and kind of trash on the side. And then when you got off of our street, the other ones looked a little bit rougher. They had cane houses and still all the trash, dirt roads, big puddles throughout the street. It's just so humbling seeing how the rest of the world lives compared to the luxury that we have here.
Water was delivered by a truck, and it would come every so often and fill huge, like I'd say maybe 100-gallon water tanks. But the Rostro house had a water pump, so we were lucky enough to have like showers and toilets and sinks and stuff like that. But most of the neighbors, they didn't, so they'd have to use like buckets to take showers and wash their hands.
People that live across the street from Mount Sinai, from the Rostro de Cristo building, they're really nice. Alexi is a really cool little kid. He loved to be spun around in a circle, and he had so much joy, and they were really nice people.
We got around to neighborhood visits, walking, which wasn't pretty far, maybe half a mile at most. And then for other places, we got into like a big caravan, which was sometimes uncomfortable depending on how tall you are, where you sat, but it was pretty cool.
We had a lot of rice and beans, and bread was really common. We all loved the bread. For lunch we had like eggs or tuna along with the bread, and then breakfast we just had a couple pieces of bread. There were plenty of bananas for us to constantly eat down there. And then dinner, it was like a 2-hour process of making it, and you just have to start everything from scratch, cook everything right, like the rice you had to cook that, and everything else you had to cook it.
We played soccer with the youth group. That was really fun. We beat the Ecuadorians 5-4. Thought that was a pretty good accomplishment. And we also played at Casa Don Bosco with the kids at that school too. Tied 4-4.
We were these strange people who didn't speak any Spanish, but they welcomed us in their homes like we were their neighbors.
The last day we went and visited the Hansons, the Damien house one last time, and it was cool to be able to see them again. And then for afternoon activity, we went into the city of Guayaquil, and we got to go on the boardwalk and went to a church that was on top of a mountain, a large hill, and that was just an amazing, breathtaking view. And to see the money that Guayaquil in Ecuador as a country put into that area of the boardwalk really kind of impressed me, and also kind of made me wonder, why don't they do this to places like Mount Sinai?